I am the chosen one, who shall unite all the faiths of the Holy Land. I am the Messiah! Jews, I have come to gather you into a new faith. From now on, you shall be called Chrismu Jews.
Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters. Hope you all are fine. You must have heard about The Simpsons, the longest running animated sitcom in the world. It is a show that makes fun of many aspects of American culture and society, as well as other countries and religions. But did you know that The Simpsons also has a reputation for making weird stories that actually come true after a few years? Yes, you heard me right. The Simpsons has predicted many events that have happened in the real world, such as 9/11 attacks, the Trump presidency, the coronavirus pandemic, the introduction of smartwatches, and many more. How is this possible? Is it just a coincidence, or is there a bigger plan behind it? Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows better. But some people believe that Simpsons is not just a harmless cartoon, but a tool of the Dajjali fitna. They think that Simpsons is a part of a group of people who are preparing to welcome the Dajjal, the false Messiah in Islam. The Simpsons first reveals their plans through a funny cartoon, and then they make them happen in reality. Maybe they are indirectly controlling the major happenings of the world. This is what I think, but Allah knows best. Others might have different views or interpretations of these events. But why we are talking about The Simpsons on this channel? Well, because there is one episode of The Simpsons that has caught my attention and made me wonder if they are predicting something very important for us Muslims, and that is appearance of the Dajjal.
The Messiah!
This episode has an ironic and mocking title. It is a parody of an old movie called The Greatest Story Ever Told, which depicts the life of Isa alayhi wasallam. The movie was released in 1965 and was nominated for the 5 Academy Awards. The original title suggests that the story of Isa alayhi wasallam is the most important and amazing story in human history. However, the creators of The Simpsons changed the title to Ever Told to Told, which means this story is not a vision at all. This is a sarcastic way of saying that the story of Prophet Isa, peace be upon him, is not true or worthy of respect. This episode is called The Greatest Story Ever Told, and it was aired in 2010. The main character, Homer Simpson, goes to Jerusalem with his family and his neighbor Ned Flanders, who is a devout Christian. Homer is very non-religious and he makes fun of the Bible, Jerusalem, and their religious places. But something strange happens to Homer when he goes into the desert to escape all the religiosity. He comes back as a messiah of the people. He is wearing a white ihram, which is the garment that we Muslims wear when they perform umrah or hajj. He goes to the Dome of Rock and gathers the Christians, Jews, and Muslims, and then introduces them to a new religion that unites all of them. Now, this episode might seem like a joke or a satire, but it also has some hidden messages and clues that could indicate that they are predicting the arrival of the Dajjal. Let me explain why. First of all, we know from the Quran and Hadith that the Dajjal will appear at the end of time, when religion is taken lightly and people will follow their desires. He will have one eye blind and the other eye like a floating grape. He will claim to be a god, and he will deceive many people with his miracles and wonders. He will try to destroy Islam, and he will kill anyone who does not follow him. Secondly, the Dajjal will emerge from somewhere between Iraq and Syria, which is close to Jerusalem. He will travel around the world in 40 days, except for Mecca and Medina, which he will not be able to enter because they are protected by angels. He will go to Jerusalem and he will try to establish his rule there. Thirdly, the Dajjal will be followed by 70,000 Jews from Isfahan, Iran. They will believe that he is their Messiah, who has come to save them from their enemies. They will help him in his mission to spread corruption and mischief on earth. Now, if we look at the Simpsons episode again, we can see some similarities with these signs of the Dajjal. Homer Simpson, the head of the family, is a non-religious person who does not care about God or his commands. He mocks religion and he follows his desires. Homer goes into the desert near Jerusalem and comes back as the Messiah. and he wears a white ihram like we Muslims do when we perform hajj or umrah. Homer goes to the dome of rock and gathers all religions under his banner. Homer introduces a new religion that unites all people. Do you see what I see? Do you think that the Simpsons are trying to tell us something? Do you think that they are preparing for us the arrival of the Dajjal? Of course, this is just my opinion and analysis. I could be wrong or I could be overthinking. But I think that we should be aware and alert of the signs of the end times and the Dajjal. We should not take these things lightly or as a joke. We should seek Allah's guidance and protection from the evil of the Dajjal. We should increase our knowledge and faith in Islam. We should do good deeds and avoid sins. We should follow the Quran and the Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we should wait for the true Messiah, who is Isa alaihi wasallam, who will come back to kill the Dajjal and establish justice and peace on earth. This is all I have to say for today, my dear brothers and sisters. I hope you found this video interesting and informative. If you did, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, may Allah bless you and protect you from the Dajjal. Assalamu alaikum.